Welcome to the English Bình Phước radio, television station and newspaper. And here are the headlines for today. Bình Phước leader attend nationwide online health conference. Bình Phước join nationwide conference on digital transformation. Hà Giang preserving cultural beauties of ethnic minority group. And now other detail. Chairwoman of Bình Phước Provincial People Committee Trần Tuệ Hiền and representatives from local department and agency have attended an online conference implementing health talk in 2023. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính also took part in the conference and delivered an address.
The health sector is striving to have 93.2% of the population covered by health insurance this year. The number of doctors per 10,000 people is estimated at 12, and the number of hospital beds per 10,000 people at 32. The ratio of the populations being able to access health management services at a satisfactory level is expected to reach over 80%. Speaking at the conference, Prime Minister Chính praised doctors and nurses on the front lines of the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to successfully complete the 2023 tasks, he asked the health sector to soon complete legal institutions to overcome obstacles in bidding for the supply of medical supplies and equipment. He said the training of medical personnel should be based on actual needs to balance human resources between regions and overcome a shortage of doctors and nurses at some public health facilities.
Chairwoman of the Bình Phước Provincial People Committee Trần Tuệ Hiền and representatives from local department and agency took part in a nationwide online conference on digital transformation co-organized by the Ministry of Public Security and the Ministry of Information and Communication.
Vietnam posted remarkable results in digital transformation last year thanks to the efforts of ministries, departments, and localities. This helped improve the quality of public services, management efficiencies, and workplace productivities based on digital platforms. All businesses used electronic invoices in 2022. More than 60% of people aged 15 years and older had online payment accounts, while over 54% of administrative documents were submitted online. The implementations of a project developing the applications of population data, identifications, and electronic authentication for national digital transformation also brought significant outcomes. As of February 19, 177,774,000 records were handled on the National Public Service Portal, an increase of 22,933,000 records compared to December. Vietnam was ranked 76th out of the 193 countries and territories last year by the United Nations in terms of online public services, up 5 places compared to 2020. Bình Phước was among the localities to be recognized at the conference for its digital transformation efforts.
The Women's Union of Bình Phước Province has held myriad activity in celebration of International Women's Day on March the 8th.
Among activities were the commencement of a sporting dance contest, which was first held in Town. Many women were excited to take part in. Each team engaged in a compulsory collective performance with the team Beautiful Vietnam and an elective performance dancing to a background of songs praising the country, families, and the good traditions of Vietnamese women. The folk dance performances were carefully practiced by 9 communes and wards and the Than's Women's Union, dressed appropriately for each performance and showing strength in each movement. 9 teams from the Women's Union in Town took part in the contest after thorough preparations from outfits to practice. The contest creates a playground for the House of Union members while also improving their cultural and spiritual lives.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vietnam and Australia has built strong ties in establishing diplomatic relations in 1973. Bilateral relations have developed strongly and effectively in all aspects over the past 50 years, bringing many benefits to both peoples.
The two upgraded their bilateral relations to a comprehensive partnership in 2009 and signed a declaration on enhancing the comprehensive partnership in 2015. Vietnam is now considered one of Australia's most important partners. Ties in economy, trade, education, agriculture, and security and defence are considered the highlights of the bilateral relationship. Australia is currently the 10th largest trading partner of Vietnam. In 2022, two-way trade stood at $15.6 billion, an increase of 25.8% compared to 2021. Future prospects hold promise, as the two countries are both members of the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership, and the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. Australia has also welcomed more than 30,000 Vietnamese students. With such results, Vietnam and Australia are confident of gaining more opportunities to further boost their comprehensive partnership in the future.
With more Vietnamese commuters choosing cycle, the prospects for the bicycle markets look promising with the great opportunity for retailers.
Bicycle market is growing by 15% annually, with about 2.5 million bicycles sold every year, equivalent to aggregate revenue of $320 million. Insiders underline three factors that would continue to fuel the market growth in the long term. The first factor involves the rising middle class in the country, which would drive a new trend towards cycling for health, increasing the demand for sports bicycles. Another factor is the addition of bike lanes to urban streets. As more people stop using their cars and shift to greener means of transport, bicycle sales would rise. The last factor centers around the expansion of public transport systems. With the decline of motorbikes, commuters have no choice but to rely on bicycles for short-distance travel, which is good news for bicycle sellers.
For generations, the Red Cloud, one of Vietnam's various ethnic minority groups, has lived in the villages on the slope of the Tay Con Lĩnh mountain range in the northern province of Hà Giang. Their cultural value has changed over time, but some of them has been preserved to this day.
The Red Lao people exhibit a high level of cultivation skills on sloping land. Dong San commune is surrounded by terrace fields with dozens of farmers reaping and threshing rice during the harvest in September and October. Due to the stiff terrain, local people must cultivate on fields that are high up in the mountainous and inaccessible for machinery. To harvest rice quickly, local people work for each other to ensure productivity and strengthen solidarity. The Red Lao ethnic minority people continue to wear traditional outfits which are believed to have been passed down through 16 generations. Though undergoing some historical changes, the outfits have been preserved by the ethnic minority people and become a national treasure. Another ritual of the Red Lao ethnic minority people is worshipping the god Hoàng Vân Thung, who is believed to have local people expand their area and bring peace to villagers. According to the 2019 population census, Vietnam is home to some 4,000 Red Lao ethnic minority people. More than 200 families with 1,000 members live in Hà Giang's Hoàng Su Phi district.
And that's all for today on Bình Phước Radio, television station and newspaper news. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.